Good morning, Unity of the Valley. Welcome to our service, both to those of you in the room and those of you watching online. We're so delighted that you're here with us today. And on my heart recently have been several of our beloved congregants that are not able to be with us in person, who may be facing medical challenges at home. So we send an extra special boost of love and energy to you guys out there. This is a place where we come to open our hearts in love, to let go of judgment, to respond with compassion to what's around us, and to celebrate the joy and beauty of this community. You are a blessing to the world.
Everybody. That was beautiful, beautiful music and song. So we're here now to bless the children. So if you'll just repeat after me. We love you. We bless you. And we behold the divine spark within you. Thank you so much.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone, on this lovely summer Sunday. It is Prayer Sunday today, so I'm inviting Larry to light the candle.
Thank you, Inga. Good morning. May this light shine brightly in your heart. One flame, every heart, one community.
Thank you, Larry, for those heartfelt words. So let us go on that journey inward, where we recognize who we are, God's beloved children, each and every one of us. Together, we know that we have a beautiful, loving, spiritual community. So let us pause for these few moments and truly feel who we are, to fully embrace life. Let us consider all the blessings of our lives, knowing there is no time or space in God's world where we don't feel the wonder as we imagine us all joining together in oneness. We see the Christ in each and every one we meet, and we practice patience. We feel the divine presence surround us and remember it is the source of all our good. For this we are grateful. Amen. Well, on this Prayer Sunday, you might see a prayer shawl near you. And we have prayer shawl makers here today. Jody and Emma, come join me. So if there's a prayer shawl near you, let's send love and comfort so that whoever might receive one of those prayer shawls, they feel truly blessed and comforted by your loving thoughts. Thank you so much, ladies. Also on Prayer Sunday, goodness gracious, this mic is alive. In the front of the bulletin, this is next month's bulletin, and it's available right in the back. There's a prayer card. If you feel a prayer need, feel free to fill it out, and our wonderful prayer teams will pray with you for the next 2 weeks. And it's not just on Prayer Sunday. Anytime you feel the need, feel free to pick up a card. I'm looking at the prayer box through that window right in the corner of the foyer. So feel free. There are many ways you can take advantage of our prayer ministry. And in the back of the bulletin on page 14 are some of the ways that you can avail yourself of the service of our prayer teams and prayer ministry. If there is anyone here with us for the very first time today, and if you would like to receive a welcome packet, our ushers are there to hello. Our ushers would be happy to bring you a packet. Anyone care for a packet? Well, in that case, welcome back, everyone. And that's enough from me, and I do believe we have some announcements coming up with you know who.
Oh. Got some beans in there, Paul? I love this place. Hi, welcome everybody. Regarding the prayer shawls, Bonnie Chappa made a really beautiful one for my mom, and she loves it, so they do touch people and keeps her warm too, so I really appreciate that. Okay, as always, please make sure that your cell phones are on silent mode so they don't ring during the service. If you're not sure, you can check real quick. You can mute it or turn it off, please. And then be sure to check out your handout for other events and recurring activities. And like Inga said, the weekly thing is back there, and then also our monthly bulletin. Oh, it's right here. It says our August bulletin has been posted. Be sure to check it out as well. We have so many fun events coming up, a couple concerts, and a shared Vision for Peace event coming up, to name a few. Today, join us for salad in the fellowship hall after the service. And if salad's not your thing, we got lots of stuff. There's usually plenty of cookies. Oh, and also, please come and visit the Lost and Found table out in the foyer. All of these items have been left at Unity, and our Lost and Found is overflowing. So I heard that, we're kind of at the point that some of that stuff will be donated. So please check the table and see if anything is yours or if there's anything you want. Okay. What's next? Oh, Tuesday, 7 p.m., the Behind the Lens seminar movie is Elmer Gantry. You're all sinners, you'll all burn in hell, is what the poster says. It's a lighthearted romp. Tell them, I won't read the rest. Anyway, I'm sure it's a great movie. And I bet there's some lessons learned, huh? Anyway, so that's happening on Tuesday. It's followed by a Q&A. It's $30 for the series, which is a good deal, or it's $5 each time. So I hope people are coming to those movies. It's so cool that we do that every week. All righty, next Sunday, our message will be The Practice of Being Human. Oh, what a great title, with John West. And also next Sunday, our first Sunday potluck. Please bring a main dish or salad. Unity will provide dessert. And now it says we have an announcement from Marty and Jan Johnson, or maybe just Marty.
Thank you. I'm Marty Johnson. My wife and I, Jan, are the founders of the vocational school in Kenya. I'm on the board, and she's the executive director. She's been my executive director for over half a century. I need a lot of help. Anyway, I'm here to invite you to our fundraiser. We have an annual fundraiser this coming Saturday out at Inga's house. I believe, Inga, this is your 6th time hosting us. Thank you so much. There will be lots of good food. There will be beverages. There will be African drumming. We were there in May. We brought back lots of items to sell that our students have made. You can, the tickets to get in are $30, and you can buy them at our website, mvpmckindu.org. That website and the invitation is also on the Unity website, and we have some flyers at both exits. So I hope you can come. If you can't come, maybe you can support us with a donation. If you believe in helping kids that are living in extreme poverty and you support young women being educated, this is a good investment. We appreciate everything that Unity has done for us. Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to ask you to rise and join us for our sing-along, very well-known song. I find this to be a beautiful song to sing. If you've been going through stresses in your life or challenges, just please join us with your hearts. Let it be.
Times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me.
this point, Reverend Mindy doesn't know I'm going to do this, but I'm going to introduce her. And if you will humor me, I would like to give you a more personal introduction than professional. A few years ago, when I first started on this ministerial journey, it's going to make me cry probably to say this story. I got the great privilege of going to Unity Village for the conference, the yearly convention. And we took workshops there, and there was this workshop on communication. I sat next to this lady. She was a sparkly lady, smiling lady, friendly lady, and she just made me feel so at home. And I got to know her a little bit better, and lo and behold, that was Reverend Mindy. And then lo and behold, she was like one of my very first teachers in ministerial school, and she's an incredible teacher and speaker and minister. And her life partner, Reverend Dr. Nikki Golden, is my current teacher in Unity Ministerial School. So this is a powerhouse family, and we're just honored beyond words to have you here. Thank you, Reverend Mindy.
Appointment, absolutely, to be seated next to Laura in that workshop. And then she said, "Yes, I'm from Eugene." And I went, "My son and family live in Eugene." So maybe you've met them before. Mark and Danielle are principal dancers with Eugene Ballet. And they're here. So it's an honor to be with you, and it's an honor to be a part of Laura's journey. You know how outstanding she is, and now the Unity movement is beginning to see Laura as she comes through ministerial school for the amazing presence, the brilliance, and the wisdom that she is and the gift she is to the world. So we're all blessed. So let's let all that settle like fairy dust on a summer day. Take a breath and make that inward journey to that place in our heart where we can, with confidence and strength, say, "Let it be in our world." Let the hooks and the barbs and the uncertainty of others melt away. For here in our heart, in our sacred space, we are open to the voice of wisdom, to the Mother Marys in our lives, to that essence of intelligence that exists to guide us and to help us choose love, to choose peace, to be the first to forgive, and to be the first to stand tall and strong in the truth of who and what we are created to be We are the light of the world. In this fertile space of our heart, we call forth our dreams. We call forth the desire and desires we wish to nurture and manifest. How much more can we open and express joy? How much more open can we be? How much greater can we live our life purpose? It is here in this fertile environment that we allow ourselves to be supported by the music as we come into our own personal, holy, and sacred silence. In the beginning, there was a void. And in this void, darkness was upon the deep. And it is from this depth that we now come back into the light with our dreams, with our hopes, with our desires. We come back up into the world of the living, knowing that all is good. We journey up into our heart, and from our heart we journey up into our current conscious awareness of this time, this place, of the weight of our body in the chair, of the living, breathing organism that is unity of the valley. And we open our eyes to a new day, a new dawn, and a new season. So it is, and so we let it be.
Should have a good joke to tell while we're switching it up. Huh? But I don't.
One, two, three, four.
Purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to reap, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to laugh, a time to weep. Turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, 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 and a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to build up, a time to break down, a time to dance, a time to mourn, a time to cast away stones, a time to gather stones together. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, 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 and a time to every purpose under heaven. A time of love, a time of hate, a time of war, a time of peace, a time you may embrace, a time to refrain from embracing. and a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to gain, time to lose, a time to rend, a time to sow, a time for love, a time for hate, a time for peace. I swear it's not too late.
It's not on. I can't be a diva. Take care of me, please. In 1936, Charles Fillmore, Unity's co-founder, came across what was being called new science. And what it really was the whole theory around quantum physics. And he was a scientist at heart. He was enamored with it. And of course, he did what he teaches us all to do as good Unity students, go back and figure out how this science explains what we believe in Unity. So how science explains spirituality. And what he did was he took this whole idea of quantum physics and related it to the teachings of Jesus, because that's what we do in Unity. He went back and he took a look in Scripture and began to recognize that some of the words that had been translated were more accurately translated a different way, and that heaven, the word heaven, wasn't singular, it was actually plural. So when we considered, and Jesus talked about the heavens, he was talking about that pulsating, vibratory energy that exists both within us and all around us. So yeah, not someplace in the sky, but right here in our environment. Modern physicists today, in 2026, consider this pulsating, vibrating energy, that vibratory energy, to be either ordinary matter, dark matter, or dark energy. Now, when I say dark, it doesn't mean evil. Really, dark is that shortcut word that scientists use that means what we have not identified yet. Right? So when we say, I'm in the dark, or at least when I say, I'm in the dark, I'm not talking about something that's out there that's totally weird. I'm talking about what I haven't found out about myself yet. What I haven't found out about the world yet. So being in the dark is not a bad thing. It's just a not yet thing. Mr. Fillmore identified and defined this pulsating energy, this vibratory energy. He called it the inner penetrating essence of everything that exists. Or his shortcut word was mind substance. And our opportunity and our responsibility, or as I like to tell my students, our response agility is to recognize that we have the power to choose what we can focus on and what we want to manifest. So when we make that conscious choice about what we're going to focus our energy on, it's like What do we want in the world? What do we want to see more of? What do we not want to see so much of? It's our responsibility, our agility, our choice to begin to focus our thoughts. And in Unity, we call it a practice. And as we practice focusing our thoughts and feelings on something, what do we get? We get more of those thoughts and feelings. And in fact, we generate that energy around those thoughts and feelings so that at one point we're finally inspired to action. We're inspired to engage in Unity's fifth principle, where we're like, yeah, it's such a good idea, it's such a good idea, it's such a good idea, but we're not yet inspired to action. It happens. Who in here has ever bought a car? Okay, so most of us have bought a car. And we recognize in that purchase that it's very different than going to the grocery store to buy a dozen eggs, right? It's a decision and a choice of magnitude. In 2021, I decided that I was ready for a new car. I had a Mini Cooper, but I'd had the Mini Cooper for 9 years. And she was still a rocket. I called her the Rocket. I was blessed by never ever getting a speeding ticket because, man, if you've driven a Mini Cooper, that car can go. Okay, but it was time. So I started thinking about and feeling into what it would be like to have a new car. And I did my due diligence because it was a decision of magnitude. And I started my internet research. And then after internet research, I started talking to my friends, what kind of car do you drive and why do you like it? And what kind of Volkswagen is that? And have has anybody here ever had an Audi? Or, I started talking to them. And then it grew from there because this went on for 4 months. For 4 months, I talked to people then that I didn't know, people in the parking lot. Hey, I noticed you got out of your whatever. And then I'm like, how does it drive? What's the gas mileage? And they're thinking, you were so weird. And I'm like, yes, I'm so weird. But I'm really focusing my thoughts, my vibratory energy on mind substance so I can manifest a car. Okay. People were very happy when I bought my new car. But I didn't pull the trigger, so to speak, to use a metaphor, because I wasn't ready. Like, the time wasn't ripe. Growing up in Unity, this is what I learned. Sow, weed, water, wait. And so many times you see this cute little meme without the word wait at the end, but the word wait at the end is really important. We sow the seeds in our consciousness, we weed out the negative thoughts of the naysayers, or we're winnowing the field to try to decide what we're really going to focus on. We water it, we nurture it with good affirmations, and then we wait. And then we wait. And then we wait. So I have a joke. You didn't have the joke, but I got the joke, okay? So here's the joke. When is it really important to exercise patience? Right now. When there are no witnesses. Just saying. Okay. I believe that the parable of the sower, which shows up in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and Thomas, is a piece of Jesus' message, the wisdom that he's giving us about patience. It's also a really good lesson on deservability, but we're not going to talk about deservability today. We're talking about patience and what to do while you're waiting. So the story goes that there was this farmer, and he indiscriminately sows seed. And he throws some out on the rocks, and some on the thorns, and some on some bad soil, and then he threw some on some good soil. And the seeds that sprouted and grew out of the good soil yielded either 30, 60, or 100. Now, I just don't think that's fair. Because why do some people sow seeds and only get 30% yield or 30% harvest? Isn't good soil good soil? I mean, metaphysically, good soil, or just soil itself, is that nurturing consciousness that we have that's receptive to allowing things to grow. So why doesn't everything grow 100%? It's not fair. But in the wisdom of Jesus, and maybe Mother Mary came to him, I don't know. But in the wisdom of Jesus, what he said was, or implied, was it has to do with spiritual maturity. Did we harvest too soon? Because if we harvest too soon, we're only going to get 30%. If we can hold out a little longer, we're going to get 60%. And if we can, in discernment, through our divine intelligence, in our oneness, if we can wait, we can get 100%. And isn't that the goal? Getting 100%, living the fullest kind of life that we can possibly live, to be the brightest light that we were created to be, to bring the greatest joy that we're created to bring, to be the peace that we wish to see in the world. That's the 100% we're looking for. Now, there's another parable, but it is not found in the book of Matthew, Mark, Luke, Thomas, or even John. And that is the parable of the soap maker. Anybody here ever try to make their own soap? Yeah, okay, so we have a few. But let me tell you, you can ask these people later, but 35 YouTube videos will tell you that it only takes the amount of lye that it takes to make soap. It's really small, but it's enough to blow up your entire kitchen. Okay? So the way you handle the lye is really important. And here's what the secret, or step one, is. You don't add water to the lye, because that's what will blow up your kitchen. You add the lye to the water. It's a very important part of the parable of the soap maker. So metaphysically, today in real life, most lye is derived from salt. And metaphysically, salt represents crystallized thought. So when we have crystallized thought and we add water to it, we're actually creating an unstable situation. Water is that vital life energy. So if we have crystallized thought and we add vital life energy, it's like saying that we're fixated on a particular outcome and we want to add this vital life force into it. And like I said, it'll create an unstable situation. I had a roommate in college. She loved gym. She had to be with Jim. Jim was everything. And if she wasn't going to be with Jim, she was going to die. And let me tell you, it was messy. It was very messy because she was so fixated on the outcome and bringing all of her vital life energy to it. So when we use according to the parable of the soap maker, we actually do it the other way. We're actually thinking about this vast vibratory universe of energy, and it's like, what do we want? What crystallized focused thought do we want to bring into our mixture? What do we want to bring into manifestation? And that's step one. Step two is to take your oils and blend them. So whether you're using coconut oil or palm oil or olive oil, you blend them together. Metaphysically, oil represents divine mind. divine energy. So now you have vital life, the crystallized thought, and you put them together and you wait for them to become emulsified. But you have to wait the right amount of time. Because if you have your concoction and you're stirring it and it's too runny, it's called pre-trace. And if you try to make soap from pre-trace, you'll get about 30%. Isn't that interesting? And if you continue to stir it, then you're actually waiting for it to be a light trace. Light trace is the consistent of like heavy cream. And it's really good for introducing swirls into the mixture. And if you make soap from the light trace, you'll get about, believe it or not, a 60% yield. But if you wait until it's a full trace, then it's like pudding, and it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect, and you get 100% yield from everything that you've made so far, and you're on top of the world because that's exactly what you meant to manifest. But here's the other message about the parable of the soap maker. If you wait too long, it becomes crumbly and crusty, and it's really only good for sculpting at the top of fancy soap. So I decided I was going to think of some examples to share with you about how in my life I waited too long to get past optimal manifestation, and I realized that there were hundreds if not thousands of times in my life where I waited too long. So yeah, patience is a virtue. That's so true, and I'll say it again in a minute. But when you wait too long, it's like we have all these reasons. We have a fear of risk. We are overthinking of it. We are having a desire for certainty. You know, it's like all the ducks have to be in, ducks. And beavers have to be in the right line. Like everything has to be right. Or we have underestimated the urgency of this situation. So some of us in this room are old enough to remember Blockbuster. Blockbuster was a video store when my son Mark was in the 8th grade. We went from one part of town we moved to another part of town, and he and his brother came up with a list. These are all the reasons why we should not move, Mom and Dad. And one of them was because we can ride our bikes to Blockbuster. They love Blockbuster. I love Blockbuster. So Blockbuster in the year 2000 had the opportunity to purchase Netflix for $50 million. But they didn't. They didn't. They thought that the market wasn't ripe yet. And within 10 years, Netflix became this mega streaming company, so successful, and Blockbuster went out of business. Yeah. Can you imagine if you had bought Apple stock in the 80s or even Amazon stock in the 90s? Can you imagine what your stock portfolio would look like today? I mean, my friends were like, yeah, you know, this Apple thing, it's a good idea. And I'm like, nah. All right. Sometimes we wait too long to tell people that we love and we care about, that we love and we care about them. And we wait too long and then it's too late. Sometimes when we have those dreams of going to exciting places or writing that book or making a career change or even moving to a place that you can't ride your bike to Blockbuster, all of those kinds of dreams, like what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? And are any of these things holding you back? And finally, the last thing I'm going to say is sometimes it's really important to notice those little symptoms that are going on in our bodies. Because if we wait too long, those little symptoms can turn into something more concerning. So all of these are saying, don't wait, don't wait, don't wait. But really, like I said, patience is a virtue. And what is a virtue but a high moral standard? And what are we all about in unity? We're about aligning to that higher, newer idea. So when we think about patience and we think about fulfilling our lives, yes, sow, weed, water, wait. And when the time is right, because patience is not only a spiritual tool, it's a dynamic energy. You will know when it's right to take action. I was asking Mark about traffic here in Eugene, because I don't think you have any traffic. At least I haven't been out when you've had traffic. And so I expected him to respond and say, oh yeah, we only have traffic when we have a game at Autzen Stadium. And he says, Mom, every day, Monday through Friday, 3:30 to 5:30. And I said, but is it that kind of traffic that sometimes you get into on the highway where you're stuck and you're waiting and it's bumper to bumper, and the highest and best use of your time is to be patient and somehow consider it a gift, and then you feel the surge and then you stop? But you feel the surge and then you stop, and then pretty soon the traffic just breaks free. I was talking to him and I was like, you know, like Freddie Mercury, I've got to be free. I just got to break free. Oh God, oh God, oh God, I got to break free. And it's like, that's the feeling, you know, that's the embodied sense of when you know that you've been patient enough. It's something you feel. It's something you know. So yes, patience is a dynamic spiritual tool that can support us in everything that we do. Now, I know that the parable of the soap maker is something I made up, but if Jesus had said it, he would have summarized in the 11th chapter of Mark, the 23rd verse. Truly, I tell you, if you say to this mountain, be taken up and thrown into the sea, and if you do not doubt in your heart, but believe what you say will come to pass, it will be done for you. So notice, the mountain goes into the sea. The lie goes into the water. The vital force energy, okay? So you see that. I love the translation that comes in the Message. Embrace this God life. Really embrace it, and nothing will be too much for you. This mountain, for instance, just say, go jump in the lake. No shuffling or hemming and hawing, and it's as good as done. That's why I urge you to pray for absolutely everything, ranging from small to large. Include everything as you embrace this God life, and you'll get God's everything. God's everything, that inner penetrating substance that's everywhere, that's a part of every fiber of your being, that's your birthright, that was your divine inheritance. That's what I'm talking about. And let prayer support you. Let this community in prayer support you from that moment that that desire is born in you, from the moment that that dream is born in your mind and your heart, from the moment you begin waiting and waiting and waiting for the goodness, for the seeds that you've planted in the good soil, so that you can know and be 100% supported by ordinary matter, by dark matter, and by dark energy. If this is something that is interesting to you and feel like you could use throughout this week, or is the stepping stone for the rest of your life, I have an affirmation for us. Patience is a spiritual tool I use to support myself throughout the fulfillment of spiritual law. In prayer, I remove doubt from my heart and strengthen my conviction. With patience, I become inspired to take action at the right and perfect time. So let's say this together, please. Patience is a spiritual tool I use to support myself throughout the fulfillment of spiritual law. In prayer, I remove doubt from my heart and strengthen my conviction. With patience, I become inspired to take action at the right and perfect time. I've got to break free. I'm sure that someone will now come and sing a song for you, 'cause I'm done. It's good. It's good.
Thank you, Reverend Mindy. That was awesome. I am so blessed to have you in my life. I have an announcement to make for the music team and the ushers. We're going to change things ever so slightly because of time. I would invite the ushers now to come forward, and I'm going to invite our congregation to prepare your love offerings. Music team, we're not going to do the offering song. We're not going to do Bless the World Through Me. So at this point, this is our opportunity. You know, several people are involved in preparing the services every Sunday and making the world at Unity work, but we are on a team with you, and your generous donations are what makes this beautiful work possible. So we thank you in advance for what you give today. And with that, we are going to sing a more traditional song.
Should I feel discouraged? And why should the shadows come? Why should my heart be lonely and long for heaven and home, when Jesus is my portion, my constant friend is He, for His eye is on the sparrow, and I know feet. Though on the path he leads me, just one step I may see, for his eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. For his eyes on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. For his eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. He watches me, and I know he watches me. He watches me, and I know he watches
Thank you. Let that be the prayer for our offering blessing. The eye is on the sparrow, and through these gifts we know God watches me, God watches us, and brings our community into continued flow of existence. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit, for the generous hearts who have contributed to that eye of the sparrow. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Jody, very much. Before we do the other closing things, I just wanted to share with you that one of our dear, dear congregants passed this week. Our sweet and wonderful and forever loyal Clark Cox, who usually sits right there behind Ananda, passed on Tuesday of this week. And so hold that in your hearts and in your mind and in your prayers. He was loyal for so many years, and in his own way blessed us in ways beyond expectation at times. So sweet Spirit, be with him. We are with him, and we know he is here too as well. Well, we have a few, oh, Mindy, that was awesome. I just want, I meant, you know what, I'm totally glued to you every second, and that's a real good thing. That's a really good thing. There is one group that we do want to recognize today, and that's the people who work in our yard and clean up our yard. So if you people are here, I'm looking at the names. I want Inga to stand because she started this whole thing. So stand up. Come on. Inga has been in charge of the yard forever, as far as I know, in many, many ways. Working with her, Michael isn't here today. Michael is the one who used to guide Clark down the aisle. Amanda, is Amanda here? Nope, I don't see Amanda. Oh, there you are. Amanda, I'm sorry, I looked in the wrong direction. Because usually you think of you as, part of the music or whatever. Okay. And Yaz. Yaz is not here today then either. Okay. And Sean, I saw Sean back there. Sean, stand up. And Diana Massery, is she here? I thought I saw her a minute ago. What? What? Oh, she's in the kitchen. Oh, look at the double duty these people do. This is a big thing. Think about this yard. Think about keeping it up. Thinking about the rock garden. It's a big deal. So thank you all for that. And we have chaplains with us today. Will the chaplains please stand so they can be seen? These people are here to pray with you after the service and to bless you and love you and receive from you your divine energy as well. All right, and I think with that we will close this service now and stand and sing our peace song together.